We are back, and I stumbled across a YouTube channel today for Jimmy Carter. I'm going to put in the description of this video a link to his YouTube channel and to his askjimmycarter.com. It's a website. He's like a reporter or somebody that has been doing, I mean, the body of work of interviews that he has done. I'm so glad he's archiving this stuff. And so I hope you enjoy this as much as I do, but you really got to check out his stuff, subscribe to his channel, and blow this stuff up because it's fantastic. But this interview took place about 5 years after E.T. And he asks this really good question. And, you know, when it comes to like ego, basically, like, who do you take orders from, or is there anyone that doesn't yes men you at this basic moment, and can kind of, you know, tell you, you know, maybe that's not so good, Stephen. And his answer is confirms something that I've known forever. I will share it. Here we go. Let's play this.
Where if you're doing something, can someone say, Stephen, that stinks? I mean, are you, you know, it's very hard to get surrounded by a lot of people that say, my God, I can't tell him what to do, you know, because they're into this Steven Spielberg stuff. I mean, do you got somebody who can tell you that, Stephen, this doesn't work, or this isn't right?
Well, certainly the head of my company, Kathleen Kennedy, who started out as my secretary and worked her way up to my associate producer, then my co-producer, then the producer of E.T., and then she's run my company for the last 5 years. I mean, I pretty much listen to her now. I like to think she's my boss. And when I first started out, everybody gave me advice. And I loved it. My first film, Sugarland, and then Duel before that, everybody was so eager to help and contribute their ideas. And I received them very well. I love collaboration. But then once the first two films became successful, like Jaws and Close Encounters, the same people that were helping me voluntarily dropped out of my life. And I guess felt that I knew it all or something like that. And I felt kind of abandoned, if you will. And I had to then work very hard to hire people who would help me make my movies, not just for their artistry, but for their candor. Is that I don't look to just hire people, just do a job and keep their mouths shut. I want to know what they think and how they feel about it. And we make movies in a very collaborative, when you talk to Richard and Holly, if you ask them the same question.
Oh, they tell me, yeah. You
know, it's a real collaboration. I'm not a totalitarian auteur filmmaker.
You know, it's just, it blows my mind, the vitriol online for Kathleen Kennedy when she is clearly one of the most successful producers in Hollywood history. You know, not even accounting for the fact that she's a woman. I mean, that narrative about she's the first female president of Lucasfilm, she's the first female producer, and one of the greatest. Take the female out of it. Like, just in general, she is one of the greatest producers in cinematic history. And if you total up all the revenue from all of her films throughout her body of work, it's like $11 billion. It's insane. And anyone who grew up in the 80s, literally, it's like all of our movies that we have on our DVD shelves, or back then our VHS shelves until we upgraded, every freaking movie. And the people that are the haters that kind of want to put her down and all this other kind of stuff and tarnish her reputation online, which they're all in their echo chambers anyway, it doesn't matter. But they all have these DVDs on their shelves. They all had these VHSs, especially if you want to go with all the over 40-year-old white dudes that, you know, complain the most about Kathleen Kennedy, it seems. You guys are just idiots. You know, Spielberg said it himself. You know, she's extremely talented. He knew it back then. That's why she grew with him as a company, and that's why she did. And you know, I've just always loved Kathleen. I think she's fantastic. I've loved every movie that she's ever produced, you know, along her husband, Frank Marshall. I mean, guys, if you love anything Amblin or anything that, you know, that tied in with Universal, I could list all the movies. It's insane, all the movies. She is a piece of the puzzle that is so intricate to everything that you guys can hate all you want. Nothing can tarnish her legacy. Nothing. And when she leaves Lucasfilm, she's going to keep making movies. You heard it from the horse's mouth. And give Jimmy Carter's YouTube page, take a look, do a deep dive, check out all the interviews that he's doing. I love this. Thank you so much, Jimmy, for posting these videos. I'm going down the rabbit hole on your channel. Fantastic work.